positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot stopping is second to none.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And that gets things running. Lewis. McNair. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Very nicely done. Out to the right. Raspadori. Driven forward. Probing pass. And it's hoisted clear. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Goes for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
McNair. Lewis. Moved on forwards. That's put paid to a promising move. DiMarco, gently done. Nicely intercepted. Oh, good spread. There's the delivery. He's there to get rid. Time to deliver. Back in once more. Locatelli. Barella. Played out to the left flank. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's nice. It's their first effort on goal.
Italy have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Played towards the front line. That's really well manoeuvred. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mancini. DiMarco. And it's played forward. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Played out to the right. Italy have a free kick. That is as far as they're going to go. McNair has a look and plays it forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Calafiori shifted upfield. Been one straight back. Out to the left it goes. Serves up against his head on it! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Ah, this was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Calmly anticipates. McNair. It's a lovely, neat pass. It's just beyond his reach. Donnarumma gets it clear. Tonali. Locatelli. Raspadori. And it's Cambiasso. Cambiasso, now the ball in. And that has been cleared. And that is out of play. And he cuts out the supply. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now that's well seen too. Tonali. Di Lorenzo. Northern Ireland certainly not being overawed here by their more illustrious opponent. Rategi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Locatelli. Tonali. Cambiasso. Here's Barella. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Di Marco. Now it's Barella. Oh, look at the space here. Quality ball. Can he latch on to this? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Northern Ireland
Do love to play with a bit of width, Jim.
Yeah, and just notice the way, when they ping it out wide, the prompt for those in central midfield to make their forward runs, and they're looking to get on the end of whatever arrives.
And it's Barella. And here's Raspadori. Locatelli looking for a runner. That's going to go a long way. It'll be a throw-in. Out of play for a throw. Rategi. He's in a good Barella! Goal, Italy! The breakthrough strike!
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Italy break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. And that has put paid to that.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Di Lorenzo goes forward. Aim forwards. Retegui, now he's off and running. Cambiasso. Now it's and the shots! Oh, they could be caught out here. What's he giving here? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Goes for the header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Retegui is offering a wry smile there. Di Marco.
And it's Cambiasso. That is lovely. Muscular approach does pay off here. Great defending, strong and determined. McNair, nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Retegui really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Forward it goes. Mancini gets across to intercept that. Di Lorenzo forwards and with intent. Over to the left. Moved on forwards. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Out for a throw. It's a throw-in. Plays it through. Crunching tackle. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, easy pickings there. Cleared away. That's good play. Out towards the flank. Oh, it's played into the area. And a chance! That's been drilled forward. That has been cut short. McNair. Oh, there's a probing ball. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. And it's played forward. He's found the way through. Raspadori!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Succumbs to the pressure. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Cambiasso. Oh, that's a... Tries a shot! No mistake! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Mancini. Raspadori. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Can he stop it going out? And it's lofted through here. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. And here's Retegi. Cambiasso, spread out to the left. Hit into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. And it's Barella. Now it's Retegi. Raspadori. Retegi. Out to the left it goes. Italy have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. McNair. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good spread. That's very neat. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Have it back and can go again. And here's the chance to counter. Dinks one through. Dink through. Cambiasso. Lewis. Up towards the front line. Is onto it in a flash. Calafiori. Locatelli. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Played out to the right. Lovely feet. Can he deliver? Turns and goes back. Shot, surely! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Wins the duel this time. Oh, this looks sharp. Mancini cuts it out. DiMarco. Aim forwards. Mancini clears it away. Moved on forwards. Well read, nice interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Good play on the left-hand side here. And that's aimed into the middle. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Keeper has taken decisive action. Raspadori shifted upfield. Di Lorenzo, and it's played forward. Moved on forwards. Di Marco. Raspadori. Calafiori. Barella, Retegui, Raspadori, Di Marco, climbs up big, and he's heaved it away. Di Marco, and it's played forward. Raspadori, and here's Barella, Locatelli, over to the left. So who's he picking out? Nice control, played into the middle. It's a clearance, but not much of one. That's really well manoeuvred, and they can counter here. McNair, oh, good-looking ball. The pass has gone astray. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Caresses it through. It's really well cleared. Raspadori shifted upfield. Does really well to win the ball there. And it's Locatelli. Cambiasso, who's set up one goal so far. Cambiasso has been caught there, it's a foul. He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Tries to get it clear. Barella, and here's Locatelli. Mancini. Raspadori. Oh, that's neat. Di Marco. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Keeper's got good distance on that. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cuts out the pass. Aim forwards. Tries a measured ball. And he's there to clear it. question that's a foul. Donnarumma, on ball by the goalkeeper. Barella, played out to the left flank, and it's Barella. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's really well manoeuvred. Di Lorenzo, and it's played forward. Oh, it's come loose. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Defending of the desperate variety. DiMarco. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
McNair, gently done. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He is just caressing the ball. There are a few waiting for it. Mancini with the clearance. And the counter is on. Cambiasso. Italy looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Calafiori tries to clear. Lewis, and he goes cross-field. That's tidy. Cross goes in there. Retegui looking understandably energised after his goal. DiMarco shifted upfield.
Barella really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Moved on forwards. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And he's there to clear it. Calafiori. Mancini forwards and with intent. In with the challenge. Locatelli concedes a free kick for that. Showing good feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Raspadori. Oh, they can break here. Out to the right. Cambiasso. He slings it in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Over to the left. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. A chance to play it in. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. He's having a go. Aim forwards. Cambiasso. Locatelli. Raspadori. And it's Timarco. Now it's Raspadori. Raspadori's cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Raspadori. That's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's played forward. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Moved on forwards. Mancini with the clearance. Di Lorenzo. And it's played forward. Driven forward. Barella. DiMarco. Aim forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's been drilled forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Raspadori. Locatelli. Spread out to the left. DiMarco. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. The first 45 minutes are up. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Italy really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Italy sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we're underway again. Calmly anticipates. Di Lorenzo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Barella. Retegi. Oh, nice touch. And here's Retegi. Looking for a decent ball in. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly...
Barella! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
He overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
That's really well manoeuvred. Lewis. Oh, sweet feet. Real chance! Raspadori, gently done. Well read, nice interception. Pinged towards the front line. Oh, good spread. Gets into some space. Oh, shooting chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been cut short. Lovely bit of skill. Retegi. DiMarco. Locatelli. That's a lovely, neat pass. Lewis. That's really well manoeuvred. That's an excellent interception. Decent chance! Oh, that is rather wayward. Steps in, and that's the end of that. Lewis. McNair. Long ball looking to counter. Now that's well seen too. Locatelli. Lewis. Aim forwards.
Italy have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
DiMarco. DiMarco, gently done. Barella, played out towards the right wing. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Retegi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. He's shooting!
And that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cuts out the pass. And it's played forward. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. Di Lorenzo. Locatelli. Calafiori. Di Marco. Raspadori. Barella. That's very neat. And he's got a... Can he finish? Fair effort, he reacted well.
Northern Ireland, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Di Marco, no, again there's no way through. Cambiasso. Retegui being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And they've got a throw. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. To cut it out. Italy with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Well timed, excellent interception. Di Marco. Di Marco shifted upfield. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Up towards the front line. That's a nicely weighted pass. Corner then. Mancini is there and he can get that clear. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
It's a mighty effort! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. McNair is onto it in a flash.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Mancini, quality ball. Italy disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Aim forwards. And it's hoisted clear. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he cuts out the supply. Moved on forwards. Nice interception, well timed. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been cut short. Oh, this looks sharp. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Retegi. Done delicately. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Tries a deft little ball. Locatelli does well to get it back. Retegi. It's run loose here. And claimed it back swiftly. Barella. Now that's well seen too. McNair, forwards and with intent. Barella. Does really well to win the ball there. Cambiasso. Retegi. Played out to the right. Played towards the other side. Now it's Raspadori. Very nicely done. DiMarco. In by DiMarco. That has been knocked clear. Do have a chance to counter here. Tonali. Aim forwards. Barella. Barella! And for a moment, time stood still. Mancini shifted upfield. Cuts out the pass. And it's played forward. Deftly away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Tries to get it clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, that's neat. Now here's the delivery, and the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Only partially clear. Oh, he's been flattened there. Di Lorenzo gets good distance on it. Locatelli wins the duel this time. Chance here to counter. And it's Barella. With the clearance. That's good play. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Lewis. Proves too strong. And he has been fouled there. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Defending of the desperate variety. DiMarco. Has a look and plays it forward. Cambiasso. Gets a foot in here. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Clears it away. Moved on forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Aim forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mancini, nicely aimed pass. Lewis. Oh, there's a probing ball. He is just caressing the ball. Searching pass he's played there. Up towards the front line. Oh, nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards. Barella. Cambiasso. Barella. Di Lorenzo. Has a look and plays it forward. And he thumps it clear. Lobbed in behind. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Mancini. Raspadori, gently done. Out to the right. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's played forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Clearly not happy with that. So, what can they make of this? Oh, good spread. He's having a look round. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's a quick ball upfield. Tonali. Played into space. Played into space out wide. Throw it. And it's DiMarco. DiMarco chooses to go cross-field. And here's Retegi. That's been drilled forward. Mancini gets across to intercept that. Calafiori forwards and with intent. Raspadori. Here's Raspadori. Barella. Barella! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You can tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Could be danger here. DiMarco. That's really well manoeuvred. DiMarco, aim forwards. Tonali, played into space. Shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Northern Ireland clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Di Lorenzo. Mancini goes forward. Aimed in towards the centre. Locatelli does really well to win the ball there. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Calafiori. Locatelli. Tonali. Mancini shifted upfield. That has been knocked clear. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Italy have got it back and they'll have another go. That's a throw. Di Marco. Locatelli, gently done. Quality ball. Northern Ireland making consecutive changes here. Locatelli. Retegui played out towards the right wing. Nice control. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. McNair, gently done. Short changes him with that pass. Moved on forwards. Gets it away. The final 5 minutes. It's a lovely, neat pass. Di Marco. And it's played forward. And it's Barella. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Doveni. Shot a goal! And he hits the net! And what a climax we have here! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Northern Ireland give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Cuts out the pass, moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nice physical challenge.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Chooses to go back. Very much into the last knockings. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Out to the left it goes. Now can he find a finish? And he's been booked for simulation.
Well, he knows very well that was never a foul. He has made himself look ridiculous.
Donnarumma sends that a long way. And it's played forward. And it's hoisted clear. And he cuts out the supply. And he's through and all alone! Shapes to shoot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Barella clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Aim forwards. Last chance, perhaps. That is lovely. Great defending, strong and determined.
Northern Ireland really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Mancini, driven forward. Cambiasso could try cutting inside here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Devaney. It is now or never. Time is against them. Looking to go deep. Devaney. And they've got rid. Oh, nice touch. They need to get it in quick. Devaney, now here's the delivery. Vertegen, looking to break at pace. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Chance! He has done it!
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Two up, and that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Italy really were always favourites to start with, and try as they might, you always knew that their opponents were only going to emerge with little more than their pride intact.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.